Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you all had fun with the APUS exam. And we are getting right to Ariadne's Lament, which covers lines 132 to 201. Today we're going to cover the first 13 lines, 132 to 144. Here's Garrison's note on the lament itself. The masterpiece of the poem, written in the tradition of Euripides' Medea and Apollonius's Argonautica. The abandoned woman's reproach became a literary topos. Compare the Aeneid, Book 4, lines 305 and following, Dido to Aeneas, an Ovid section, two Ovid pieces. Ariadne's language here is very like that which Catullus used on his own behalf in poem 30, which I don't believe we actually read this year. But there we are. We will let Ariadne give full vent to her disappointment and anger, and she starts right in. Sikine, as your note tells you, is this the way? And we've got three vocatives, one, two, three. Okay, and you can take those at the beginning, at the end, wherever you want to place them along the way. But remember, we're going to stick to our old guns in terms of subject, verb, direct, object. Generally, the thoughts will come in one or two line increments, sometimes three, but generally will be limited to one or two lines. So, is this the way? Perfide, theiseo. And we have our subject and verb in liquisti. So she's talking directly to him, though he sailed away. You did that to who? To me. Where? And we've got hyperbaton here. In litere, which is the litere described by deserto. From where? Well, sorry. Me, described by the participle awecton. This is carried off. Ab aris. And then again, your adjective describing aris way back here. Okay. She starts again with seeking a. Is this the way? Discadanes. This comes from the verb depart, to depart. And then we have a neglecto numine divum. Please bear in mind this is genitive plural of the gods. A numen is the divine will, and you can guess at what neglecto it is. It is a PPP. You can guess at what it means. Maybe some sort of ablative absolute, maybe an ablative of cause, or maybe attendant circumstance, something like that. See what you can do with that. Ah, we've seen before, just meaning alas, woe is me. Um, and again, subject verb. Okay, a memoir portos. So she's speaking to him, forgetful, alas, you portos. Your direct object is the devota periuria. Check out your notes on that. And where do you bring those devota periuria? Domum. Okay. And then she starts in with some rhetorical questions. Again, we go subject verb, nulla res, and the ne just telling you that a question is coming. Nulla res potuit is your verb. And then we have a complementary infinitive, flectere, to bend, um, or in this case, something like to change. Literally, it means to bend. To bend what? Direct object, concilium, and then we have a genitive that qualifies the concilium. Nice enjambment of concilium. Tibi nulla clementia, and then our verb fuit, and this funny word praesto. This means available. And it doesn't. It's actually an adverb. So was nulla clementia praesto tibi? Um, ut here. See if you can decide what kind of ut that is. Um, Subject, imite pectus. I know imite doesn't look nominative, but think of something like omnis, omnis, omne in the neuter, and pectus, of course, is a neuter noun too. Those two go together. Imite pectus. Velet is your verb. Got a complementary infinitive. This verb means to pity, take pity on, and it takes a genitive nostri, and that's that royal we. So we would say me. At, strong but. Non dedisti, subject verb again, dedisti, it's in there. Quondam is formerly or once previously. Um, she says, you did not previously dedisti, direct object, haec lambda promissa, sorry, haec promissa, promissa are just what they sound like. Lambda, the A is long, it goes with woke in the next line. Okay, what she's saying is here, you didn't make these sweet promises. You didn't you didn't ubebat, as the note tells you, miserai, ubebas takes a dative object here. Order miserable me, sperare these things, accusative. Okay, she's saying you didn't make all these sweet promises to me and promise me love and marriage. Um, uh, Landa woke, right, ablative of means. But what you did offer to me were conubialaita, optatus hymenaios. And what's happened to these things? All of which, quae cuncta, accusative, the iri venti, there's a note on that, the iri venti discerpunt, and the result of the iri venti doing that to all these things renders them irita. Okay, some tough sledding there, but see what you can make of that. At least try to get the translation down, and then we'll talk about not only what it says, but more importantly what it means when I see you in class on Tuesday. Okay, two more lines. Um, Again, subject, verb, subject, nulla femina. Notice this verb is subjunctive, credat. It's going to be adjussive, okay? Nunciam, there's a note on that. Nunciam nulla femina credat viro uranti, a man swearing, man when he makes oaths. And then again, nulla, supply femina again. And here's another adjussive, speret, accusative, infinitive, and the accusative will be qualified by the genitive of a man. Let no woman sperate, that the ceremones viri are strong emphatic placement here, fideles, as your object complement, I guess we'd call it there, describing the ceremonies. Okay, that's 13 good, strong lines, some really strong language, high rhetorical language from Ariadne. Good luck with this one, and I'll see you in class.